Hello, I am John Paul Elliott, and I have got something I need to share with you from a higher source. First of all, I was a good friend of George Van Tassel. He went by Van. Wonderful Pisces, who was an alien in his own right, aren't we all? But he received the plans for the Integratron, which is a wonderful device that is operational if you know how to use it. Just like the human body is, fully operational. You can do anything with it if you know how to use it. So this tape I dedicate to George Van Tassel, who maybe got lifted out of here. Some people say he really didn't die. They just took him away, took him back home. And so George, if you're listening right now, this is all the credit. In fact, all the Pisces on the face of the earth who see things in pieces and share it with other people, and never get any credit for it. I want to thank all the Pisces in the world for what they do, and have done, and will do. They're great messengers of God, helping us all try and find enlightenment. In 1952, George Van Tassel informed the U.S. government that there was going to be a flyover by a bunch of UFOs above the Capitol, which in fact happened. President Eisenhower actually was going to come to George Van Tassel and talk with him, but was diverted to another source, which is fine. But they apparently did meet with President Eisenhower and then Vice President Nixon, and they explained to them about thought, and that we are all thought machines. If you think it long enough and correctly, it will manifest. That's the truth. So how do you stop aging? Well, you gotta put in the thought of, say, 27 inside your head, and allow that thought to be the most, with love, obviously. This is all with love. It has to have love to start, or you can't get it going. And if you can't put love in there first, none of this will work. Okay, so number one, love. And this is loving yourself and loving the equipment that God gave us. And what it does, thought. Now, can you imagine in 1952, they're telling all disease, all aging, all problems in our country could be dissolved and resolved and done away with forever. Literally heaven on earth, if we started to study thought and understand our thought and how do you use it. Yeah. So you can imagine 1952, Nixon, Nixon and, you can't do that. That'll break down our entire society. We can't do that. And they should have. Maybe we can now. Maybe we can now. And that's the great thing about the internet, is it allows information like this to get out to those that really have ears to hear and want to hear. So we've been lied to about so many things, and the first thing we've been lied to, and maybe this is what they said at that meeting with Eisenhower and Nixon, is they actually have three brains. There's not two, it's three. And the third one is where the third eye is, but it's not just where the third eye is, it's actually the entire division of the body. That division is what creates division. It's actually the union of the two sides is the third brain. And it actually, the cerebellum is the actual small little brain in the back of our head that actually controls everything, but the pineal gland operates with thought. Now, how do you operate that? How do you get it going? Well, first of all, you have to know that that's the way it works. And second of all, if you put your hand behind your head, you might find a little bump right there. In fact, you can feel on each side of your eyes. In the back, you'll feel, rub those, and you'll feel the eyes in the back of your head. Your eyes literally go all the way back. And that's a great way to massage your eyes and to help them. That's good. And that actually helps stimulate the pineal gland as well, rubbing that. But the centerpiece, you need to shake it a little bit. Yeah. Shake it up, rub around, put love in there, and then now that you've activated it, then you can, actually it's good to use both hands. And now that you've activated that thought process, woke it up. Now start putting a thought in your head that you want your body to be, and I've picked the number 26. You can pick any number you like. I say 27's good. So let's go 27. Wouldn't you like to be 27 again? Well, just keep thinking 27 from your pineal gland, and it keeps imaging 27 to every single cell in your body, which is about 50 trillion, according to Bruce Lipton and other researchers. And they'll tell you that everything's a receptor trying to feel what we want. So once you initiate the pineal gland and do what I just did there, and then send the thought of love and an age, in other words, keep that going, 27, 27, 27, 27, I'm from heaven, 27, Move your body around, think about being 27, that's what you want, that's your wish, and then guess what happens? You know what happens? You start to get your wish. Let me see here. Trying to do something for you, and you get your wish. In other words, can you imagine in 1952 them saying to, you just think about it, you wish it, you'll get it, your wish should be true, and they're going, huh? They just got out of war. They got to eat. They're thinking on such a primal level that they really, they literally told the visitors that this would not happen, that it would bankrupt the country, it couldn't work. And of course, one of the things that they wanted to do in order to help us was we had to get rid of our nuclear weapons. In other words, if we got rid of our nuclear weapons, then we wouldn't be using this information for anything but for good. We wouldn't have a single death in our country if everybody understood how their pineal gland, their third brain, their third eye actually works with thought, and how they can generate that wonderful thought inside themselves to make them well. So when you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. Rub your pineal gland this way and think of love. Pick a year you'd like to be. Maybe 27 is good for thee. Love yourself this way and you'll be new. So, that's so true. So, mammalizing, shaking your body, but turning your new brain on, your third brain on, your third eye on. Obviously, it's your third brain because you've got a third eye. Where's the third eye go to? It does have a brain. It's the center. That's our center. Okay, love yourself. Subscribe. We're going to send you more information. We'll show you how to keep this going. And you know what? The more you can think of 27 in your head, knowing that that is telling your body to rebuild to 27, your skin, your blood supply, everything begins to do exactly as you ask. Thanks for listening. And may you find God in you, because God is there, and you are God in His equipment. So start acting like it. Start using your thoughts. Start using this information. Be whole. Be happy. Be filled with God in you.